Hey, what's up, people? It's your man, Pastor Game Changer Jackson here. Back with another show for you guys, man. We'll be going for a little bit, but got a lot in store for you. A lot has been going on, and a lot has been happening. We're going to catch y'all up on some things and some things that are coming up. We've been having some great meetings, some great events that's been going on that we've been tied into, some great community stuff. And man, it's been phenomenal and amazing. Some great things coming down the pipeline, some great things that are coming up that we want you to be a part of. Man, the end of 2025, beginning of 2026 is going to be phenomenal, man. But listen, we're going to have Motown Legends Night next Saturday. You get the chance to win some free tickets. I'll be hosting that event. And so come on now, we have J2 and Judea that will be making all of this happen. If you want to win tickets, make sure that you stay locked in to the show. We'll also be doing some more updates on it tomorrow for you guys to be able to win some free tickets to this event. Is going to be next Saturday from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. I'll put the link in the description for you guys to go ahead and get those tickets. You can scan the QR code to be able to grab those VIP tickets or get a group table for those that are going pretty quickly. So you might want to make sure that you get tickets to that. Last open mic night was phenomenal. People had a great time. Make sure you come out to the next one. We're going to have a fantastic time. So y'all get locked in with this, man. A lot is going on. Also, that Friday, we're going to have R&B Bingo night. That Friday, I'll be hosting that as well at the Jazz Spot. Music by DJ Solo, R&B Bingo night. R&B Bingo night is going to be an 80s thing that's going to be tied to that as well. So I have some more updates on that. That'll be coming up next week for you guys that want to come out and have a great time with that. Also, got this lovers line dance that is going down at the Jazz Spot as well every first and third Thursday from 6 to 7 and 7 to 8. So there's different slots available for you. The pricing are for the couples, and you also have a monthly pass for couples as well. If you guys want to come out, learn some groove and dudes from the Jacksons and the Dukes. Man, it's going to be a fun time, man, for you guys to be able to come out and have something different, some different flavor. We've done some classes before. We're bringing some of those classes back with the Dukes. And so, man, you guys want to get signed up for that as well. Make sure that that is available for you as well. Now, next Saturday, we also have a STEM Academy that is going down at the Beale Library. Yes, a lot is going on next week, man. A lot that is happening next week. So that is put on by Dom Miller and the lovely Miss Martin that is going to be helping put together this great STEM Academy that will be at the Beale Library next Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And go ahead and get your kids signed up. Going to be a great time. It's absolutely free, no out-of-pocket expense to you. We'll also have some snacks and stuff there for them during the time that they're there. They're going to have a great time. They had a great time at the last one. More people were asking how could they participate and be a part of it this time. So this is going to be something that you do not want to miss. So again, if you guys want to try to win some of those Motown night tickets, it's going to be a fun, exciting, great night. Man, make sure that you get locked in. Man, if you want to also, you're going to have food by Peggy. She's going to have some fish and chips that are going to be there for that event. Man, you do not want to miss out on that. But we have a great conversation and topic that we're going to be talking about today, and I'm excited about it. You know, we always have interesting conversations. So we all make sure that you get into the comments. Make sure y'all get into those the comment session that we're having so that you guys can participate in the discussion. Because y'all know we need y'all in the conversation. We can't have a conversation without y'all. Y'all should know that already. Don't you? Stay locked in. We'll be right back. Hey, what's happening? What's happening, good people? What's going on with it, man? Listen, we're about to have a good conversation with y'all today. It's going to be juicy. Always is. Go ahead and introduce yourself, T.
Hey, everybody. It's your favorite Chi-Town cutie. We're back. It's so good to be here with you again. Patrick, how you been? It's been a long time. I don't know how long it's been, but it seems like I haven't seen you in a while. What you been up to? I've seen your posts. You've been real busy.
Yeah, it's been crazy busy. Community meetings, to businesses, supporting different businesses, different events that's been going on. Yeah, it's been exciting, but also having fun with the family and the kids during the summer. So it's been a pretty fun, relaxing, and busy summer all in one.
Having a great summer. Excellent.
Well, you've been busy too. You've been hitting Beyonce concerts and carrying on.
Not yet. Beyonce's next weekend.
You're heading there, right?
Yeah. So I'm on my way. To see Queen Beyonce.
So that's where you're gonna be heading?
Yeah. I won't tell you what city because I don't want people coming to the the show,
They gotta pay.
I'm gonna have security in that city.
They gotta pay a pretty penny to come and see a Beyonce concert.
They gotta come. Yeah. So I don't know what I might say today. I don't want somebody coming to see me in person. You know how that is. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it could go either way. You know how that can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could go either way.
Excellent. I'm excited to talk about today's topics. I think
you excited? I think you picked out some good ones.
You're gonna put it up. Now you're gonna put it on me in case people don't like it.
I'm a part of the choosing process too.
Yeah, so, you have to approve it. It's your show. Yeah. You gotta approve it. So.
Yeah, I'm definitely if it ain't hitting, then it definitely follow.
It don't make it. It don't make it. I know. I've had a few that just didn't make it. So
yeah, it didn't make it. It didn't make it.
Let's see. I'm excited. We'll see what the people think.
Yeah, let's see what they think. Y'all make sure y'all getting these comments, man. Listen, make sure that y'all say your feelings, how you feeling, how you gonna express yourself in the conversation. Also, man, if you want to be on the show, if you want to join the conversation and mic up and be on the show and voice your opinion instead of just putting it in the comments, make sure you hit the inbox and we'll make sure that you have an opportunity to join the conversation on the show as well. And so we're going to tab right up into it. A couple of things that have gone on. We're going to start off at are single women supported in the church? In the church, are they supported in the church? That's a good question. Okay, let's see what she has to say.
We shouldn't be chasing marriage based on good deeds. But when you're steeped in religion and not revelation, you think marriage is something you earn because you don't have sex. You're making good decisions. Yep. No one talks about when you don't get it. I love the church. It's not an attack on the church. And when you come up in the church, you expect to be married young. So it was almost like a to-do kind of checklist thing. Doesn't dismiss my desire, but I think sometimes it's a to-do list overtakes the actual desire. What needs to happen in the body of Christ that I'm not seeing enough of is the narrative and the conversation to women like myself who grew up thinking that just because you do good, you get this. I wanted somebody to talk to me that's been single for 20 years. The young lady you had on your show whose wig fell off, it was a whole thing. Now she's married, but watching her go through her journey, watching her be single for a long time, watching her figure out ways to be happy, to now look at her be married. I need more of that. Nobody's talking to us about what if it doesn't work out. We're women. We want that. God created us to be nurturers, to be wives, to be mothers. That's fine if you don't want that. But if you want that and you don't have it, we're doing everything that we think we can do within our own means, and it's still not happening. And we have to sit and trust God with that. It's not enough conversations with women my age about it and these young girls. And that's why I wanted to come on here. here because somebody got to talk to the women like me that are on the other side of the camera. This isn't about complaining. This is about constructing a real understanding of how to move through your life when this part of it is not happening.
Woo! That's hot.
Yeah.
Okay. So she said a whole lot there.
She said a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of it's a lot of different angles to take.
I'm gonna let you go
But
ahead.
I don't know. Do all women, is marriage something that all women are looking for? That was one. She said we're all looking to be married, to be did she say happily single? Well, she said no. You should be looked at as being single shouldn't be looked at as something that's negative, but most women do want to be married. I'm not sure. I've heard some women who say they're fine being single, they would never get married, and some women are I guess what I heard her say was that when you're brought up in the church, you're brought up to think that if you are a good woman, if you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, taking care of your man, you will end up married. And I think I hear her saying that's not happening. But is this an issue that the women should be taking on? Or is this something that we should be really consulting with the men about? So what's your take on this? How much of it is the men's fault that women are not married?
Oh, you spent the question.
I'm a spinner.
Yeah, I think the first part that she's stating, which is the part that's associated with the church, and she said when you're doing everything right and you're doing all the steps, and then it's like when you check off the boxes, like you're told when you do all of these things a certain way, then you're going to get these particular results, and like which is a husband and children. And she's saying, well, those of us, which is she's in that situation, that's not finding that husband, that doesn't have that family. We don't have enough people talking to us that's in that situation, that's going through that. And she's like, now that I'm one of them, I want to be able to express to young people that's coming up in that situation, that's not finding the husband at an early age, that's not having the husband and the family and the dream at a young age, that there's a voice that would need to be tied to that for them to see, because she didn't see it. She didn't see it coming up. She only seen or was being told, hey, you should be married. You do these things and then this is going to be the result. Well, she did those things and she didn't get the result.
Yeah. And
she said, well, that's an absent piece that people aren't showing. When you're not in your early 20s, that doesn't happen. When you're starting to go through that 10, 11, 12 year period, 13, 14, 15 year period, it's not happening. What do I do now? Where's my role model? Where's the person that I look up to that? Because the only thing that I've been shown and told was to get married young. And so that's kind of what I was hearing her say. But the other side of it is, how guys can be tied into that. I mean,
we don't marry ourselves. We don't propose to ourselves. I saw something very interesting. It said that a man selects who he's going to marry, and a woman selects who she's going to sleep with. I saw that somewhere, and I was like, that's very interesting.
That's a true statement.
And it's a very true statement, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if men are selecting who they marry, then they are very tied into her situation.
Yeah, she's waiting on a husband, right? Like that's a two-person situation. Just like a man has to wait on a woman to want to have sex with her.
That's right.
Like he can't force her. Now he's raped, right? Like he has to wait until a woman wants him back.
Right.
And so in that same breath, now the woman has to wait for that guy that wants to ultimately be with her forever.
Yeah.
And give her that position in his life. But it's becoming more and more, I guess, scary to some degree for some people, because it's not a real conversation that people really want to have, because the value of it, who's valuing marriage, and who's with all of these podcasts and people talking about it from a perspective of guys saying, what is it, the benefit of a guy marrying, all of these things that are coming to the forefront. And then you have women that are almost telling women to trick guys, you get whatever out of them type situation. Now you putting yourselves in a whole crazy situation at that point. But yeah, that's something that people would have to have the conversation with, and kind of go back and forth and say, is this something that's a reality? Is it something that's a reality as far as the numbers are concerned, of men that are wanting to, and then women that are serious, and how are guys able to differentiate the two? The same way as the women, how are the women going to differentiate between the guys that are serious? So I think it's an interesting position for some people to be in.
Yeah. I think that a lot of women I don't think the good girls are looked at the same way anymore. I don't think that when a woman says, hey, I bring everything to the table that you need, I'm bringing this, I'm bringing that. I think that we should, I'll put myself in, I'm a woman as well, but I think women should ask men, what is it that you are looking for? Some men aren't looking for that. They don't want a woman who's wifey material. They don't want a woman who has standards and has all these things. It's like when you said, what's marriage for? It's so we can multiply. You give me a seed, I'm gonna multiply it. You give me, you come to me as you are, you leave me a whole different person. I think marriage, I think being in a partnership with someone, you don't even have to be, let's just take marriage out because that's a scary word. But being in partnership with somebody, there's a lot you can do in life. I mean, you can't, this thing where I'm going to date all these people and keep on flipping people and not taking people seriously. I think that leaves everybody in a situation where everybody loses. I think we all win when we partner together. So if you find somebody that's good for you, like you found somebody that's good for your business, that's good for you, that, keeps you on your toes. I think if we all just at least had one person that keeps us on our toes, I don't even think we'd have this conversation, because men would see it shouldn't be all about sex. Sometimes it's about what that woman brings to you. Sometimes you find yourself in a situation where it's like, man, I was making this amount of money the last 2 or 3 years. I'm not coming up in my I'm not as successful as I thought I'd be. The moment you find you a serious partner, a person who really cares about you, a woman who is going to take care of you and make sure you all right, everything's going to grow. Everything's going to multiply. But once you mess that woman over, it's done. So it's like a thin line. That's what a wife is for, in my opinion. And a husband is to provide, protect, take care of the family. I want you to protect me. I want you to protect the family. Get up at night, make sure if we hear a noise, I don't want to go downstairs. I need you to protect us. I don't want, and when I say protection, I mean protect my heart, protect my reputation, protect everything. And that, that's all I want. Provide and protect, and be caring, care about me, let me buy some things, don't say nothing all the time. I'm just kidding. But
are women putting themselves in positions of being seen more by men to show their characteristics and showing what exactly they bring to the table. Because I think social media has created this falseness that there are so many people out there and that you can always do better, right? And this whole concept of um, accessibility. You have access to so many people as well, which puts things in a little bit of an uncomfortable situation when you're trying some women are maybe trying to be modest, but they're trying to compete with women that they're seeing that's getting all this attention. And so I feel kind of bad for the younger women. The older women should kind of, you kind of in a different realm, but it's the younger ones that are being brought up in the social media age that
Right.
feel as though they're needing that attention. You have the older ones that are seeking more attention. You have like that they even have a situation like Steph Curry's wife, where it's like she's seeking validation from other people. It was a public thing. It was a whole issue of her wanting attention from the public and wanting to, show more skin and all that type of stuff for her to get some type of feedback and attention, because social media isn't praising the modesty and the, all of that type of stuff. It's a game that plays with people's minds. It plays
Right.
with people's minds, and then it'll be like, well, am I still beautiful? Am I? And that's something that women naturally, that I've seen and women that I've interacted with, is something that they naturally want to be validated in some type of way. And if this is the way that I get validated from that, it's a thin line. You will see people that have been modest for a long time, and then all of a sudden, boom, they went straight left. They're doing all of these things that to get this attention that they would have normally done if social media didn't have such an impact on how we live everyday life. And it's
Right.
it's just for me, it's a natural thing, and it's a natural thing that women fall into, and I don't fault women fully for it, because it's a natural thing that they desire. And it's very tough for guys to differentiate the two. Like what is you just being wanting maybe a little attention to the girl that's the hoe. Then
Right.
they're starting to look similar more and more as we go along. They're looking a little too close, and then it's a tough situation at that point.
Right. My Wi-Fi is acting goofy. I may go in and out, but can you see me? Because I can't
Yeah, I can
see you
see you.
anymore. You can? Okay, so I'll just
Mhm.
continue to talk.
Yeah.
But yes, that's very true. And I don't know at what age women start to compete with each other. But I think it's very important for older women who are not competing with each other to teach young girls that you are one of one. There is nobody else that's like you, and all you truly have to do is be yourself. If you're goofy, be a goofball, whatever that definition is. Be who. There are people who like every kind of person. If you're a guy, don't be afraid to go after the pretty girl. Sometimes nobody talks to the pretty girls at
Yeah.
all, you know? And so that's how you find a girl that you think, wow, she's beautiful. Why is she with him? Well, he's a great guy. He's nice. He's kind. He's considerate. Her pH levels stay balanced. Nobody's out there cheating on her. He's a great catch. So,
Mhm.
don't be afraid to be who you are. And don't think you have to compete, especially with internet. These internet people are just trying to make money. That's it.
That's
They
it.
don't they don't like these guys. They don't like the people they're putting likes on. If you actually are trying to get the attention of these internet models, something is go please see about yourself and get it checked out, because they are there to do a job. It's like going to a strip club and getting a dance and saying, oh my gosh, she's in love with me. No, she's not. She wants the money. So I agree with everything you're saying.
Right.
I
It,
can't
it,
see you, but I agree. I don't know what's going on with my laptop.
It happens more, and I like what you said, because I believe that if a woman that believes she's pretty, I think there's scales of what people nowadays are determining what's beautiful and pretty, or whatever the case may be. Everybody's beautiful now,
Yes.
but they're not. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
That's
Like
why we have makeup, hair, lashes, all. And you know what? Beautiful. You have to be beautiful on the inside. When you
there
are
we
beautiful
go.
on the inside,
You got to have beauty on the inside first.
man, it comes out.
And when you have beauty on the inside, you can be truthful with yourself on the outside.
That's right.
That you ain't no 10. Everybody can't be a 10, because there's a scale at some point. Like, when you know that you're beautiful on the inside, you can compare and look and say, you know what, I ain't on that level. I can understand that. It's like me. It's just like guys saying we all got the same body type. We all want muscles. We all want abs. I look at my stomach, it's fat and flabby. But I'm looking at a guy that's chiseled up, and I'm saying we got the same abs. Like that, it don't make sense. You can look and see and be like, you know what, his abs look better than mine. And it's okay.
Yeah.
And it's okay. And I have to be okay with saying, okay, his abs is a 10 and my abs is a 2. Okay? It's okay.
It's okay. But you can work on your abs. Sometimes you can work on genetics. Now, sometimes you're born with what you.
Some people just don't got. You just can't create abs. Some people, it's too much work to do it.
You don't
want to do. Like getting plastic surgery for women. Like sometimes
that's true. Do it. Those 100 sit-ups a day, that's a lot. It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
I know I got a 2-pack. I want a 6-pack, but I'm gonna stick with my 2-pack, and I'm gonna have my pants down and show the 2-pack. That's what I'm doing all summer. I'm gonna show that 2-pack off, okay?
Listen, but that's my goal. My goal by next year is to have my abs fully back. I'm seeing them coming back in, but my goal is by next year, if I stay on my regimen, to fully have the look that I'm wanting by next year.
Okay.
Next up, that'll be my goal. My goal is.
You gotta write it down. Did you write it down?
Yeah, mine is written down.
If you write it down, it's coming true. That's how you manifest.
Write the vision and make it plain.
That's right. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I need to do a little commercial break for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I'm gonna go out and then come back in. One more.
Yeah, go on out and come back in. Unless she had to put her laptop down, so she'll come back here in just a moment. In the meantime, in between time, we do want to tell you guys about Motown Night that is coming up. That's right, Motown Night that is coming up. Make sure y'all go and check them out, man. Go and check it out. Come and check us out next Saturday from 8 to 11 at the Jazz Spot. Go ahead and I'll put the link in the comments here in just a second, where you guys can go ahead and get yourselves those tickets, man. Come on out, have a good time at the Jazz Spot. We're gonna have a lot of fun, man. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Also got some things that's coming down the pipeline I think you guys are gonna be excited about. I'm excited about it. A few things that we're going to have that'll be coming up. Again, we will have the Lovers Line Dance that'll be going down, put on by the Jacksons and the Dukes. That'll be at the Jazz Spot. It's going to start the beginning of August 7th, and then August 21st. And so these are per couple, $35 per couple or $55 for a monthly pass to be able to come to the classes. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be a whole vibe and everything. So make sure y'all get locked in with that. We're going to have some fun. Also, STEM Day. We're going to have STEM Academy that's coming up through Power Moves 365. We are going to have another STEM Day Academy. Don Miller and Miss Martin, it will be holding it down as our experts in STEM and our engineering expert as well. We're going down at the Beale Library. We'll be at the Beale Library from 11 to 2. We're going to be having a great time with that as well. Also, we're going to be having R&B Bingo. R&B Bingo is going to be going down next Friday. next Friday. That's going to be at the Jazz Spot as well. So we're going to have a lot of things that'll be coming up here at the Jazz Spot that y'all can get locked into and have some fun with. Man, we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a really good time. Really, really, really good time. So if you want to win some of those tickets, make sure that you get locked in with me, man. We're going to have some fun with it. I know I'm going to have some fun. I'm excited about it. Bobby was saying, he said, drink that syrup. Now I've been drinking my watermelon, my chia seeds. I'm gonna show y'all a whole little regimen here in a minute, man. That your boy been doing. I've been on. I'm about to show y'all about it. Yeah. Me and Bobby, we've been on it, man. We've been on it. What are you talking about? He said, you have to change your lifestyle to get that 8-pack. You do. In order to get cut up, in order to get that rip, you got to change your whole. Especially as you get a little bit older and stuff, you got to make sure you do things just a little bit different. If you do not, you're gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be on the decline, and the decline gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep going. You're just gonna keep on going. Ain't no man, you got to change a whole lot of things. A whole lot of things. Now he also said, keep that broken jump shot pack. You'll get 6 packs back. Oh yeah, you talking that trash. Wait till we get back in the gym, man. I'm gonna be ready for y'all. Yeah, Coach Greg was talking mess too. He was texting me talking mess. So I'm gonna have to pull up on him and the team because them boys they still got some work to do. They ain't had me yet, so they still got some work to get in. They're gonna have to get their stuff together. Yeah, they're gonna have to get their stuff together here in a minute. For real. Because if they ain't ready, listen. If they ain't ready, they listen. They're gonna have some problems. They're gonna have some problems. I'm telling you. They got some big old problems, man. But yeah, I'm excited about a lot of the things that we're gonna be having coming up. I'm trying to find where the other thing went. We're gonna be getting into these other topics here in just a moment. I'm waiting on the T to come back, but I'm gonna get into it in just a moment. We're talking about the church, people being single in the church, and it is a tough conversation. It's a tough thing for people to kind of get involved in and get caught up in when you're talking about relationships and things of that sort. So it's an interesting conversation that we are having and have been having. But I also want to, let me see, here we go. Let me remove this one. Boom. There we go. There we go. Now this was the thing we were just talking about, but we're going to transition over to, where is it? All right, here we go. Then we got T back.
Yep.
There she go. All right. She is back
Ready.
with us. We are going on to this next topic, which is, what are we doing? How do men feel when women give it up, but they're not in the mood? How do they feel when they give it up? How do us brothers feel when y'all give it up, knowing that you're not in the mood? There we go. Let's see what they got to say. Then we're gonna bring our commentary. Come on back.
So the problem is, no husband wants sympathy sex.
It's not sympathy sex.
Let me finish. Or we don't want settlement sex. Like,
so then you don't want sex.
I'd rather you say, not tonight.
Would you rather
Let's
that?
do it another time.
You would rather me just say no. Now choose your words.
And no, but I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna
Let me
say
know.
that because
Would you rather me say no?
Having sexual relations, intercourse, sex, mating, coming together with your husband, with your wife on some, I'm gonna do it because I know you want it. It feels like it can make a man feel a little bit weird. And when I say weird, is like she didn't want it, but she gave it to me anyway. That don't give you like our vibes, like a little bit?
R?
Like rapish vibe. It's no, because the way
no
so the way like for men, like
rapist, Henry.
no, check
That's
this, but check this out.
far.
Like we process differently. Like we can want it so much, and you feel so obligated, and you like force yourself to do it. That's like that's not consensual. So the problem.
Ooh,
Ooh,
the brother said a mouthful.
ooh, that's a good one. Oh, y'all get a point for that. That's a good question.
The brother said a mouthful.
Who's going? You want me to go first?
You said if they what?
Do you want me to go first, or you guys?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Uh-huh.
Yeah, mine's is short and sweet. I'm just going to say that a lot of wives who were raised with old school mothers were taught to believe that if you don't give it to your husband when he wants it or on a regular basis, he will go outside of the home and get it from somewhere else. And so, I'm just saying that if we don't want him to go out and get it from somewhere else, we were raised to believe that it's our duty to please our husband. I don't think that a person should leave the house in the morning without something or come home without something. Now, sometimes they may be tired. So there are so many ways, that's why you have to learn your man. You need to learn your man because then you know what ways please him. Sometimes it's a food that he likes. Sometimes he wants to just sit on the couch and watch television. Sometimes he wants to just sleep on the couch and not have to go to the bedroom at night and come to bed with you, So learn your man, women. The men have figured us out. The men, what did he call it? The caption got my attention, Beverly. What kind of sex did he call it?
He said it was rape.
No, he said, but he also said that we give
sympathy type. He said it was more sympathy type. He said it feels weird when you just, when you don't want to, and then that's why he's putting it in the category. It's like a weird place almost. The only thing you can tie to it is like rape, because it's like you don't want to, but you're forcing yourself to with me. Although it's not rape, but that's the only thing that he could tie in a word that he feels that it is, because it's something that you really don't want to do, but you're forcing yourself to do it. So
I don't think the man should
Adrian
know.
said, who's calling in, Patrick?
Who's calling
y'all can
in?
call in, man. Listen, put the link in the description if y'all want to jump on, man. Just hit the link.
Somebody's calling in?
No, they was asking. So I'll put the link in the description if you guys want to go ahead and come on. You don't have to be cammed up to come on. You don't have to be cammed up.
Okay, so the ladies are ready to speak on this topic. Excellent. I don't know. I'm at an age where I can have it. I can do it all the time. So I'm just at that age.
So if y'all going to come on, just click the link in the description. I put it in the comment section. And you guys don't have to be cammed up to talk. Again, you don't have to be cammed up to talk. But I'll have you guys in the back queue if you want to come on. Okay.
Patrick, can I ask you a question? What are some of the signs? What are some of the things that women do that would alert a man that they don't really want to, that this is sympathy sex? So what are some things a woman can do that she don't really want to have sex with me?
Oh, I mean, from what he said, like it's more of a desire thing, right? When you're those that I guess that are young and coming into starting to engage in with your partner, you kind of know it's like the desire on both ends. If there's no desire on both ends, then it's more of a one-way street type feeling. And if you're feeling like it's a one-way street, man, nobody want to be rejected like that. Or if y'all just got into whatever, and then it's like oh, he's later on, you still feeling some type of way, but he, he's horny, but you're gonna give him something anyway based off what your grandma and them told you. You haven't turned your feelings or emotions into, oh, I'm going to please him. We through this, and now I'm going to please him. So, it can almost be like you think you're doing something good, but you almost could be doing something bad. That's what he was saying. He was like, well, I'd rather you say, I just don't feel like it, which is still a rejection piece. But that rejection can't last 2 and 3 weeks. It may should last a day. Do what you need to do, and then now get yourself ready to be able to go back and forth.
Right.
Time to go back and forth.
Do you think that if a man is not getting it at home, and if he's rejected at home, and home doesn't mean wife, if he's rejected with his partner, do you think it is his responsibility as a man to go out and get it elsewhere?
Do I think it's a responsibility?
That's heavy. Do you think he should go out and get it elsewhere if he's not getting it at home?
Do I think he should get? No, I don't think he should necessarily get it elsewhere. I can tell you that's going to be the deterioration of the relationship.
Yeah.
That will be, if it's a rejection for a period of time. Now you're rejecting the person at that point. And so when a man feels rejection, now you're dealing with a whole different ball game. Guys want to feel respected and honored. And so, and one of the highest honor that a woman can give her man is her body, and keeping that, because I don't think no woman want to feel rejected, right? Like a woman, and that women typically don't feel. Like, how many women are saying that a guy is turning you down because you made him upset?
Oh, a lot. They just won't say it out loud. But women feel rejected as well. There are women who are rejected in their relationships. And the worst thing is they're rejected, and then they have to watch other women have sex with the guy that they want to be with. So yeah, women go through it too.
Well, that means you ain't in a relationship then. That's a different situation.
Yeah.
So because if we're saying the foot on the other foot, are we saying that the woman is rejecting the guy that she's with, and then she's going to have sex with other men?
Oh, what was the question? Are you saying what's
no,
the
I'm
question?
saying, are you saying like I'm saying that same way reverse is the woman rejecting the guy and then going to have sex with other men?
I would assume that she probably is. If a man is doing that as well, I assume that a woman's gonna get her lick back.
Well, are we kind of going down, I guess, the totem pole of people feeling some type of way on both sides? Because that part of it is crazy at that point. Now, OG Bobby Johnson said rejection feels weird to a man who is taught to please his wife. That is very true. That is very true. That is very true. Catherine said there will be a lot of avoidance behavior. Now, I think you're speaking to the fact of how a woman would react, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, Catherine. A woman will start to avoid the man. She'll do things, try to put herself in a scenario to where she don't have to be in the surroundings or in the space and all those type of things to make herself not have to. She probably lie, say she's on the period, or, do all other types of stuff. That part, man, that part is woo, man, that's crazy. Bobby said her attitude will tell it all. Her attitude, the way that she's speaking, the way that she's interacting, the way that she's dealing with you will tell you everything you need to know. The way that she is presenting herself to you. Do she even want you? Do she even like you? Is she even attracted to you? And those things can change within relationships. But a lot of people are scared to talk about it. He was scared to talk about it. Don't be scared to talk about it. Let's keep it real. Let's see. Is that rejection is not good either way. I agree. Rejection either way will put you in a situation to where you feeling rejected, you feeling like you're not being accepted in some type of way, will put anybody uneasy, right? I think it'll put anybody in an uneasy position. Most people that are trying to build relationships and build themselves, you don't want to be in an uncomfortable position like that. Let's see. Beverly said, you better please your man at all times. Now, Beverly, now this is it right here. The pleasing your man is the point, right? So it's pleasing with the desire that you want him at all times, or is it just pleasing him even when, because he can feel your emotion when you don't want to. He can feel when you're just, let me throw this thing at you. I'm gonna turn around and throw this thing at you. Go ahead and get it over with, right? Like, is that the type of thing that we're talking about here? You're gonna flap that thing up there, and then he just gonna do what he do, and then is that what we doing? Is that what we doing? Or are you reciprocating the desire to want each other? Because now that's still a form of rejection. Because if he's feeling like you're just throwing it at him, every blue moon, depending on your relationship, you understand, oh, you tired or whatever, that's different than a desire. You being tired and desire, I think some people or women, when they're having this conversation, they conflate the two. If you're tired, you understand, oh, we're going to get a quickie in, boom, you helping me get whatever, boom, that's good. But desire is a different thing. Not rejection, they're going to be able to feel that big time. Now, Mary said, why is she even rejecting? See, Mary old school. See, she old school. She don't know. Why are you even trying to reject the man? You setting yourself up for that. That's your man. Come on now. Come on now, somebody. If that's your man, what we doing? If that's your man, what we got going on? Oh, yeah, I'm about to plug I ain't plug my thing yet. Let me plug it up. Before I go ahead and down, y'all. My bad. Bobby was responding to Beverly. He said, none. Ain't no reason. No reason to be rejected. Ain't no reason you should be rejected. None at all. Now, Catherine said, sex is sacred and should remain in the context of marriage. Yes, it should. And what happens within that marriage, and this is why we have this is probably, those are two of the reasons, which is sex and finances, which are two of the reasons of why we have such a high divorce rate. Divorce rates are extremely high because of those two top issues, which is money and sex, which causes infidelity. And I think one of the questions that are on the table is, by this being a high rate or statistic, is within a marriage a person being rejected, is that a reason why you are at this point getting a divorce? Are you getting a divorce because of that? Because of that reason? Man, it's tough. There we go. Okay, we good. T said my internet won't let me be great. I'll see you off right now. Our internet messing up on us. We good. But yeah, if you are not allowing your person to feel accepted and feel loved by you, that rejection piece gonna pile up, and then you're putting yourself in a very uncomfortable situation. I mean, that's a crazy situation to be in. That's an uncomfortable situation. Let's see. He said not lying. Is that my answer? Either partner should step out. Sex is sacred. Yes. I, I think most people will say that is the case, that either way it should be taken seriously. Like it shouldn't be a job, right? Like I heard people like, and that's what some people were saying. What she was saying in the video was that it was more like he's saying that it shouldn't be like a you going on the job and you gotta, it's something that you just forced to do. Oh, I gotta send these emails. I gotta send these emails. Like it's that type of thing. Oh, I gotta throw my booty up at the bro tonight. Dang, he over here showing me all these hints. He sending me little messages and carrying on. And then all of a sudden, you get to the house and I ain't trying to do nothing. Ain't trying to be involved. Man, that can go all back. That can go all back. That can go all back. Mary said, is he verbally or mentally abusive? Now, those could be very instrumental pieces within the relationship as well. Is there any type of abuse that is being put on the table where she doesn't feel as adequate in that moment of desiring and wanting? I think those would be a little bit more extreme circumstances that, you should be probably trying to exit that particular relationship at that point. That the desire and stuff probably shouldn't even be a question if a person is being abusive to the extent where you're saying that it's abuse. If it has come to a space of abuse, rather trying to get some counseling, trying to get some type of therapeutic services to be able to help the situation, whether it's marriage counseling, whether it's going to see some type of spiritual leader to talk out whatever this issue is, then you can kind of get on the same playing field and then get back to hanky panky like always. Sometimes you got to go into the pit stop to get that oil change. And if you're at that stage within your relationship and you need to go somewhere to get that pit stop and get that oil change, go ahead and make that happen and see how that dynamic could potentially change within the relationship, because sex is an important piece of a relationship. And I think when people sometimes get married, which is important, when they get in a serious relationship and they get married, sometimes you don't understand each other's sex drives. These are things that people don't talk about. Okay, they don't talk about it. Somebody's sex drive could be a little bit higher. Somebody's sex drive could be extremely lower. And so, how do you meet in the middle? You'll see conversations and stuff all the time where it's like, well, his sex drive is too high, or she's saying her sex drive is too high and his isn't high enough. And she wants more, he doesn't want enough. Or she's, too tired, or, maybe he's speculating that she's stepping out because her sex drive is so high and he's not able to keep up. Man, that creates a whole lot of crazy situations within a relationship. Oh,
Hi guys. My internet will not allow me to be great tonight.
Oh, you still being great. You good.
My apologies.
No, you're good.
But I do have a comment with the sex drive. I've been following kind of on Facebook too. So I think that that is so true, because everybody reaches their sexual peak at different times. And actually you and your partner could be, it doesn't happen a lot where both of you are at that point where we have to have sex 45 times a day, where the sex drive is really high, in my opinion. So you do have that. And especially as a woman, I mean, you may go through low peaks and you go through really high peaks, and it just changes throughout your life as a woman. And I'm sure that men have the same thing happen to them. So that's true too. And I saw a lot of people talk about the abuse aspect, and that, if you're being emotionally and physically abused, your body will not respond to that. I don't know who said that, but that was I think it was Beverly.
No, that was Mary. Mary.
Mary. Very good. Because we didn't talk about that. We just talked about the fact that, when should we give our husband sex whenever he wants it. But what about women who, are being abused and can't get out of
Well, I
those
think
relationships?
we're going to,
We're going
and I
to
respect that big time. And
We're gonna
I'm
need your wife to sit on the panel if we talk about that. So your significant other. So let's not go there.
But no. I'm fine with going there. What I'm saying is
deep.
that I'm saying that his comment wasn't from a perspective of him being anything. He's saying that sometimes you will be in a relationship, you may have an argument, whatever, or the person may be tired. But I think in those situations when you're being abused emotionally, physically, or whatever, that's a whole nother aspect of safety that's involved. That has nothing to really do with you got filling out small feeling. That's a major issue that now has to be resolved. That's not something small to be resolved within a relationship, because now if you're being mentally or physically abusive, now you're talking about, getting counseling, and you're talking about getting police and stuff involved at that point. If you're being abused to the degree where your life and you're feeling shut down and you're feeling insignificant, man, that's you don't ever want to put anyone in that type of situation when you're in a relationship. That's a tough scenario.
And there are some women who are raped in their marriages, so with abuse. So
Right.
it can go there. I thought that was a very good comment and something we didn't consider when we were speaking about it earlier. Oh, this is it. Yeah, Mary. Okay.
Mary says, speaking from experience, if there's mental or verbal abuse, then it's hard for the body to respond with your mate, putting on a front in public, but held behind closed doors. I still believe in love. That is so true. That is so true. That's where we're talking about that extreme part of the body shutting down. If you're just tired, or maybe you go through what they call that 7-year situation where, or that 5-year, where it's like you're not really, there's something that just the oomph isn't there anymore. Like, and like how you said in sex drive and stuff, but in this situation, if a person is being verbally or mentally abusive, then now you're saying your body can't respond in a certain way, which is extremely tough. What do a person do at that point? And if it's not being communicated to the degree to get your body back on track, how does that happen without some type of counseling or some type of intervention at that point? If the man or the woman at that time that's being verbally or mentally abusive, to correct that behavior, to put you back in a space where you do want.
Yeah. And how do you get the abuser to go to counseling after you've identified what is truly happening? Because I'm sure, because of so much manipulation, it takes a really long time for you to even realize that you're being abused. You probably just think that everything is your fault. So it's your fault. I had to go out and cheat because you won't give me sex. It's a whole cycle. It's a lot that goes on. And I think as women, and men get abused too by women.
Right.
But I think once you identify that you are actually being abused, it's probably too late, because at that point, the abuser has probably already gone out, because your body has. Why?
Pretty much
because you're in this cycle. Yeah, you're in this cycle of manipulation. So you think that the pain is love after a while. It's like you trauma bond. And this is just my opinion, that the trauma bond causes you to look at the abuse as love. So in those situations, that's why I agree so much, because that's just very true. But sometimes you don't even know why you're withholding the sex, or why someone else, like when we talk about stepping out, why someone else's energy to you would make you more attracted to them than the person that you have at home. And in that case, when you don't know you're being abused, when someone else is treating you in the way that you should be getting treated, you start to think, am I crazy? Because this is, this makes me feel good. My nervous system feels good around this person. Why am I getting these feelings for this person, but I'm not feeling the same way for the person at home? So I think the bottom line is couples therapy is good. Even when it's going great, I think it's good to talk to somebody, a pastor or counselor. Even when you're having a great, even when you think, hey, I'm doing great, we're doing great. Because sometimes you get in those counseling sessions and your spouse will bring up something and you're like, what? I didn't know that. I didn't know you felt this way. And it starts really small. So it's always good to have a third party, a fourth party, because the first person is God. Then it's the two of you in your union. And it's always good to have another person, a professional to talk to, because we're all human. I just wanted to say that, yeah.
Now, Beverly said, I think we know what the goal is when having sex. So if you're not feeling it at the time, just make it happen and make him a delicious salad to let him know how much you love him. Next time, show up to show out. So pretty much Beverly saying, go ahead and give it to him. Now, are you saying giving it to him with the desire? Because I think that's what we line in with the problem is that bro was talking about. But you can't just throw the booty up there and just be like, go ahead and take it. Like, you know, and not have no type of whatever your interaction is that he's accustomed to, knowing that you want him. If you're not doing that, because everybody's situation is different, especially after this Diddy trial. Everybody have different kinks and what they do and all that type of stuff. If you're not doing whatever it is that you know that both of you like, just like you would know that he would know you, right? If he started to act a certain way towards not really wanting you and like, oh yeah, just go ahead and take it, you know, go ahead and do your thing. You would start to think, oh, he don't think I'm pretty, or he doesn't desire me and stuff like that. So you wouldn't want, you probably wouldn't even take it at that point if guys were to do that in that manner. Oh yeah, go ahead, you know, type of. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I mean, you know, it is what it is. You get it how you get it. You know, in some cases, the end result, we all know what the end result is. And if we all can get to that point,
maybe
does it really matter how you came?
If a guy reacted in that way, is now an argument. Is not getting to that point. Because it's not, he just saying, go ahead. You what you mean go ahead? You ain't never did that before. What you mean by go ahead? Oh, you feeling some type of way? Now you want to have a whole long conversation about it. That's what I'm saying. It ain't gonna be no, you gonna take it, we gonna get to an end result, and then we good.
Well, isn't that makeup sex? Makeup sex is okay. Sometimes you
that's
don't
two
even
people engaging. Once you make up, because whatever the conversation was, you made up, and now you're getting into it. Obviously whatever he was talking about was the other person is feeling some type of way in the moment and saying go ahead type thing. It's more of that than like makeup sex.
Yeah. I think that's what the last comment was about. It was like, just pretend like it's salad. What she say is show up and show out.
You got to learn that. See, you got to have some old school people.
I was just about to say, that's that old school knowledge.
Teach you that. You got to have somebody to teach you.
That's that old school knowledge we talked about.
Now, Bobby said they understand sex drive. They reject you because things are not being done the way they want them done.
Now that happens, and I do not agree with that. I do not agree with withholding sex to get your way. I don't know.
That's a question on the table, lady.
I didn't ask the question, ladies. I'm sorry. I just made a comment.
Do you believe in withholding sex from your man in order to get the results that you want? Do you believe in the restriction until you get said results? Putting him on punishment, all those type of things that they would say. Do you believe in doing that? Now we heard T's comment. She said, you shouldn't do that. Why shouldn't you do that, T?
I think it says more about you as a woman than it does the relationship. It says more about you as a woman and how you truly feel about the relationship. Because, you know, although I say I like a provider, if
Mhm.
he's not providing, I'm not withholding sex until you can buy me what I want. I think it's just that's manipulative. I believe that if you
Mm.
love your man, you love every aspect of him, right? So that's why we choose a partner that we choose our partner because we want to go through life with this person. That means
Uh-huh.
I want you have to be able to satisfy me. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You um you have to be supportive because I'm a Pisces. I have 500 different ideas. I would love for you to be able to support them, even if it sounds outrageous.
Hmm.
And there are just certain things, and I think, you know, as a man, I'm sure he has that too. And it just puts a man at a terrible, it feels like he's only there for one thing. And if he's not providing it, you can take away the thing he loves. We know men love sex. Ladies, don't take it from them, ladies. They love it. We know that. They love a woman's body. They love how it makes them feel. They love it when they're getting it from you. When they choose you and you're the person that they get that from, they love you. They do. You know, even if it's a situationship, you have those men that they just keep coming back to that same woman. They'll keep going to her. It's something special you're doing. Don't take it away from them. You know, I
Hmm.
don't know. It's manipulative.
It's manipulative.
It's dirty.
Now, Adrian said, depends on the relationship and what's going on in the relationship. There are a couple, there could be a number of factors. I don't think there's a problem with wanting to make your man happy, even if you're tired. I think he shouldn't be aware of it, though, LOL. Women
That's what
are
I said.
giving, huh?
That's what I said. Like, well, how does he know? You just land
Uh,
there like, oh, here we go. Oh, okay, whatever. Do yeah, okay. Boy, I'm counting to 1,000,000. Okay. Oh, let me. Start. How long it gonna take? If y'all doing that, stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it
Stop
right
it. She said, women are giving even when we are tired, and a lot of us will put our partner first, even in if we don't feel like it. But there's a way to finesse it so that he doesn't feel as though it's rejection or that you don't want him anymore.
now.
That's so true. You got to make you feel like you still want him and desire him. If he feels like um, you just throwing it at him, like the guy said in the video, if you just feel like you're just throwing it at him, it's still a form of rejection. Now he's still gonna catch it because he horny. Now he's but in his mind he's still feeling like, yo man, you this what we doing?
Yeah,
This what you doing?
don't do that.
Yeah, yeah. It might shoot. I might just stop in the middle of it. Be like, nah.
No, he not stopping until he's ready to stop.
I'm stopping in the middle of it. Nah, man. Nah, I'm out there. You playing now. You playing with my emotions and feelings and carrying on. Try to say emotional and mental abuse can cause you to shut down. That is true. Bobby said, dude in the video probably was having too much sex with his wife and not enough date nights.
What? Bobby.
Yeah, you know, probably that could be a thing too. You know, that could be a thing. Not enough date nights
Not
that's
getting
going on.
not getting to know her better.
Miss Jefferson said uh, that would be a fight or flight situation. That's not going to work. So I agree with Bobby. It is not just about sex. There also needs to be the intimacy, date nights, where you are just enjoying each other.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Okay, I didn't see where Bobby was going. Kathy hit on it.
She broke it down for us. She
She
broke it
broke
down.
it down. Yes, yes.
Now, he said, not courting your wife can make her not want to have sex, probably feels unappreciated.
Mm.
The unappreciation can run deep. So making sure that doing small things, opening the door, holding her hand, kissing her on the cheek, taking her on dates, going on walks, going on picnics, doing the thing that used to turn her on when used to turn her on. Has it been a drought for a while? That be some of the questions too. Has there been a drought in the intimacy part, which is now creating a drought in the sex part?
It all leads up to it.
Bobby said financial problems lead to both sides rejecting each other.
Whew.
Financial problems. Woo!
Broke sex is hard. That's hard to have.
Broke and that broke sex be the best sex. You be having all types of energy. you don't know how. That's all you got to hold each other together.
Because you're thinking about those bills.
Only thing holding each other together is that broke sex.
No.
Oh man, that is hilarious. Just holding on by a thread. Holding on by a thread. Now Beverly said, if you are being abused physically or mentally in a relationship, get out, seek help, save yourself. That is right. That Beverly, no, we are not living in the 50s. It is too hard to give it up. Enjoy it and move on. No, you should be condoning unhealthy behaviors that need to be worked through.
Mm. That's that old school thought. And that's why it's called old school,
Yeah.
And things evolve and we evolve as women. And we are more open about our sexuality than, our mothers and especially our grandmothers. So it's a blessing that we're able to teach our daughters now what Catherine is trying to tell us. To be body positive, and I like this conversation. Very good comments.
Now, Mary said, I barely made 5 years, LOL. Yep, he was narcissistic. He was a minister. I'm going to write a book. Write that book, Mary. I'm going to bring you on the show.
We want to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it. In-laws in your business can make your wife withhold sex too. Listen, man, I'm going to touch on this, people. Don't let people in your business, man. I'm trying to tell you something.
Don't tell them nothing.
Your business. Your business is your business, okay?
Nothing.
Your business is your business. Whatever y'all got going on between y'all, don't go and tell everybody your business, what's going on with your household, and what's going on with your people. That's how stuff gets messy.
Yeah, because it changes. It
changes.
changes.
You love them, but the family ain't in love with them. Okay? That's the difference.
Know why?
And now they're gonna hate the person, they're gonna hate her, they're gonna hate him, and they still coming to the cookouts, they still coming to all this stuff. And now you're creating a whole weird, uncomfortable situation.
That's right.
Like, so just shut up. Unless you're gonna leave, shut up. Tell them after y'all ain't together no more, and it's been a year or two. If you just not together and y'all ain't together for a week and y'all back together, still don't tell them. See, you give it a year. Then you can spill why, because everybody gonna ask why afterwards. Now wait a year, make sure it's y'all done, and then you go ahead and tie it in and have that whole conversation that you're gonna have. But other than that, nah, Don't be telling nobody your business. Folks in your business gonna get you in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Folks in your business will get you in trouble.
I agree.
So you wanna stay clear of that. Beverly said, "What's the goal?"
Oh,
what is yeah.
Oh, I know what she's talking about. I was talking about the big O, Mary. That's the goal for both people.
Beverly said, "I think when a woman gets married, she may no longer want to be freaky like when you met. Oh my. Oh my. He didn't drop the bomb on y'all.
Bobby, don't do that. You're gonna make the man run away from proposing to these special ladies in their life. Don't
Oh
do
my.
it, Bobby.
Is that what y'all doing out here now? Are y'all twisting it and dropping it on the pole and getting all diggy riggy. And then once you get him locked down, the bonnet and the muumuu dress come on. No more Victoria's Secret. No more nice lingerie with the glitter coming on. Nothing that happening. You ain't glazing like a honey bun no more. None
You
of
know
that's
what
going
the
on.
problem? The problem really is, should you be getting that freaky with somebody you met? Did you be getting that freaky with somebody who is not you're not in a relationship with? Like, why are you that freaky already? Shouldn't
Well,
you
he said proposed to now. I don't think that's a relationship. He said
say,
getting married.
she
So
may no longer want to be freaky?
you going off of no relationship. He said
Okay,
getting married.
let's assume they're engaged and she's doing everything to keep
Right.
them.
Yeah, they're getting
Right,
married.
and
So
they
it
get
ain't a
married.
one night stand type thing. We talking about probably getting married.
Well, biblically, you're not supposed to do any of that
We ain't
until
talking
you
about
get
we ain't talking about we talking about what reality is. I understand what it is
Okay.
right now. I'm talking reality right now.
This is
We
my
understand
next
what
point.
biblically is, what is going on is what's happening.
Not all women are like that. Some women do enjoy having.
We talking about the very few.
There
Now,
there
are
might
we on the show talking about abstinent women? So we can talk about abstinent women then. We can talk about women that don't ever have sex, and that's gonna be the conversation.
now. I'm not talking about. Okay, so let me read this again so I can see. I think when a woman gets married, she may no longer want to be freaky like when you met.
Right.
Okay. There could be different reasons why. I think that if a woman was freaky when you met her, she will remain freaky for you. I think that asking a woman who has never had sex or only has sex with you to be freaky or to act like some other person that you're comparing her to, I don't think that's fair to the woman. I think she has to grow in that. And it just depends on, let's say you did one freaky thing with her before you got married. And then once you get married, you think she's going to continue to do it. She may not want to do that freaky thing. She may have just done it for you.
Huh?
Let's say
She may have just done it just to say that she did
she
it.
may have just done it that one time because you wanted to do it, and
Oh, that
that's
gotta
not
be a conversation. See, see. This is what people don't have conversations about. This
That's
gotta
what
be a
people don't.
conversation about before you get married. See, you
That's
gotta
right.
just like when you talking about finances, and you talking about your spirituality, is it gonna be equally yoked? All of these things is gonna be that has to be part of the conversation too. What's
Let's
your
say
freaky level? What's your
what's your
freaky
freaky-
level?
Right.
Are you Barry White type freaky, like you smooth lover, or you Diddy? What spectrum? You in between? Where you at?
We using baby oil. We
Yeah,
hanging
come
off
on
the
now.
shower
We
pole.
trying to use drugs, hanging off balconies. What's going on?
Right.
You trying to have swingers things? What you got going on, man?
Thanks,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
That's true. Now
Yeah. You like
that
to
is
swap
very true.
wives. You like to swap wives with people. Like what you into? Like you gotta
Right.
ask these type of questions because people
Yeah.
being you like going to these sex parties that they be having, and everybody just swap people. You don't know what people be into.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
like wearing diapers and stuff. You like putting on my bras and stuff.
now
Like
you're
you
going
gotta
to
ask these questions.
now that you are going very far, but that's true. I was just talking about like backdoor action, but
Yeah, you gotta
took
ask
it all
questions.
the places.
It's people on the dating shows. I was gonna
Thanks,
have a
Barry.
highlight for these dating shows. They were talking about you got to eat the booty in order for you to talk to me. Like I gotta have somebody that eat booty.
I've
And
been
so
hearing a lot of that lately.
I don't know. I don't know the sensation behind it. I'm not really
I've been
interested
seeing a
in
lot of
know. But
Yeah.
to
tossing
each
the
his own.
salad or something. I think it's called
Yeah,
tossing the salad.
they used to call it tossing the salad back in the day.
Yeah.
They just get straight to the point now. They just say eat the booty. They
Eating the
just go
booty.
straight to it. They don't even they ain't got a term for it now. They just go straight and say what it is.
Yeah, I've seen women talk about that. Do men talk about eating the booty?
No, I don't think we talk about it like that. I don't think it's like a topic of conversation. Like, hey man, you eat booty. Like, I ain't like, we ain't there out here. Hey man, you be eating that booty, man? You be eating that? Nah, man. I don't think I don't. Maybe they do. I'm just not in them circles. I'm not in them
Right.
circles having them type of conversation. But it might be some brothers that had those type of conversations and have those dialogues about, getting the crux out the thing, tooting it up and getting your tongue up in there. But to each his own.
Yeah. And
Everybody's freaky levels is different.
oh my God, I was just about to say that everybody's freaky level is different.
Everybody's freaky levels is different.
Mhm.
So you got to take the good with the bad that comes with that. The reality is that you just got to find out. That's why that was a good dating question. You got to know, because some people they'll be on some what's that? 50 Shades of Grey. What's that? What is it called?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
think
be
it's
on that
50.
type of stuff.
Yeah.
50, 60, whatever it is, 100 Shades of Grey.
How many shades of gray was it? I forgot.
A whole lot of shades.
It was a lot.
It was a lot of shades.
That
Whole lot of
bondage
shades.
and all that, that's a lot.
Yeah, like some people be into that stuff.
Yeah.
Some people be into, walking around with like a dog leash and all that type of stuff. You be having people doing all types of stuff. But people don't want to be having no real type of conversations. These aren't real conversations that people want to have. They don't want to speak the truth and say, hey, this is what I'm into. I don't know. People be into all types of weird stuff.
Mhm.
They be into, so you got to know. And if you don't know, then all of a sudden you wondering why this person end up deprived and they feeling deprived and not feeling fully satisfied and all that type of stuff. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
Got to
Yeah.
be careful.
Everybody's sexual appetite varies, that's for sure.
Yeah, it varies big time.
Yeah.
And you got to be careful on what that looks like for everybody.
Yeah.
If you're not ready to do that, then you got to be prepared to put yourself in a position to either walk away from that situation. Because it can get ugly. It can get ugly.
Yeah.
Now, Bobby also said it happens, you have to learn her love language and what she wants when that problem happens. You know your mate.
Mhm.
You got to know your person. You got to know what turns them on. You got to know what puts them in a good mood. Beverly said, the more you give him, the more you get. They love it.
Beverly is
Beverly on something.
she's been
Beverly
numbers.
on something. Come on now.
That's that old school. Beverly is she okay? Right. Now, Beverly, you giving out all the secrets.
Just come on, you letting them out, ain't she?
She letting them out. Now,
As Beverly said, no, I don't think that's a good thing to withhold to get your way. That's a form of control. It's best to communicate to get your way.
Yep.
You got to communicate. You got to communicate.
Yep.
If you don't communicate, you can get in trouble. Now, Mary said, "Why? My ex is deceased." All right, so they won't mind you writing the book, so you be good.
mm-hmm.
You be good writing that book. A rejection hack. If she tried, talk to her and rub her back and feet and listen to her. It's a good way to get back in, fellas. And once you get that massage, you're going to slip on in.
Well, wait, why is it called the rejection hack, though? Why couldn't it just be a nice thing?
Now he's saying, now you're getting rejected. Now you're doing something for her to get her in the mood so then you can get what you want.
To bring her back. Hack. Do you really want to do it, Bobby, or you just manipulating the situation?
No, he wants to do it. So he has to, he's using the word manipulation when he's saying you are creating a way to please your partner to get her in the mood.
Okay, got it.
So you try to flip the words and use the word manipulation. I see what
I'm just looking at rejection hack. It just seems like it's just like
something. It's like giving them game.
Oh, okay. Because that seems like something you're doing to get something. Like I'm gonna give you guys the hack to not get rejected or to get out the doghouse. I'm being hard on Bobby.
You being hard on Bobby. said, Mary said, end up with the sore on your lips.
Ooh, wait a minute. Oh my God.
my. Oh man. Bobby said, Beverly is cooking. That's his old neighbor.
Yeah.
He said,
I
oh my
heard these
goodness, some
simplets.
people are getting so gross.
Getting so
Oh man. Y'all is hilarious. Catherine said, it's all about having happy, healthy relationships that you can enjoy and look forward to being a partner in. I agree. Totally agree. You got to have that. Got to have that. Got to have that portion of it as well. Got to be a part of what you're going to do, how you're going to interact with the other person. So building that relationship is an essential piece to the growth and longevity of what that looks like, what it's going to be like for you and your partner ultimately, you know.
Yeah. And you get to grow together. So that's the fun part. You know, everybody change and grow. And even your sexual your likes and dislikes change and grow as you get older and grow
Right.
together in a relationship.
Uh-huh.
You know, you might be willing to try some things you may not have been willing to try earlier in the relationship. So
Yeah, you could.
be fun.
You could. Now, our next topic, last time we were talking about, is a caller confession. Now, there was a man who called in to reveal a shocking secret that we are going to discuss. Now, I want y'all to check it out. Here we go.
You want to tell me an Akima secret? No judgment.
I wanted to tell my wife 2 secret kids that she don't know about.
You have 2 secret kids?
Yeah.
How
she don't
old?
know. One is 15, one is 18.
Wait, 15 and 18?
Was this before her or during her?
This is during her. While I was with her, I had this relationship.
Wait.
I'm still with the lady too. So I'm with both of them at the same time.
Wow.
And how long have you been with your wife that you got a 15-year-old and an 18-year-old?
I've been with her over 20 years.
Over 20 years. So the other woman that has the kids, she was okay with that situation.
She don't know neither.
Wait.
How did you
What
manage
type
to
of
do
007 life are you living?
How did you manage to do that?
Well, the type of job I got, I'm always gone. So
A truck driver?
they don't know. Yeah, I'm like a truck driver.
Like when he said, I'm not giving you too much information. So you planning to tell both of the women or just your wife?
I think I should tell both of them. I think it's time. One live on the other side of town, and one. And
it's been time. It's 18 years.
So wait, hold on. You said one lives on the other side of town?
Yeah, so one lives on the west side, and the other girl lives on the east side.
What is this in Detroit?
So I live upstate New York.
Oh, upstate New York. Okay.
Rochester, New York.
Ooh, okay. Well, good luck with that one. That is a
18 and
huge.
20. That's
Who did you
crazy.
spend holidays with?
Yeah.
Holidays, I'll be working.
Oh
He
my
said
God.
none of the kids get them.
Are those the only 2 women that you were with during this period of time, or were there others?
No, just them two. It's too much time.
That's
Too much stress.
a lot of work.
And I did spend holidays, but I was kind of like break it up.
Are you with the kids? Like, are you like spending time with the kids?
Know me, yeah. My kids know me, but I have 5 kids with my wife,
Oh.
and they don't know they brothers and sisters.
So you have 5 kids with the wife, and then you got 2 kids
and 2
with
the other one.
So why did you decide now is the time that you want to kind of put it all on the
Because
table?
my kids are getting older, and they might know each other, you know. So I think it's time.
They probably do know each other. If you in a small
Go
town,
to school together.
Yeah, they probably go to. Yeah, you should definitely let them know
I
because you don't
think
want
one
them
of
to
my
find.
daughters says she know one of my other daughters, but she don't know that the
They're
situation.
sisters, right? Do they look alike?
Right.
Like, can you tell?
All my kids look alike.
Sheesh. Well, good luck. What do you think is going to happen if you had to predict knowing these women the way you do?
It's going to be problems.
Oh man.
Right?
Dang.
Uh,
Dang. That's a heavy one to swallow. It's a heavy one to swallow right there. Now, I guess the question is on the table. So if the guy's in a particular predicament, now you will hear about these things back in the day. Like this is more of a modern thing that's I guess is still happening and going on. You will hear about the old school guy that had the family around the corner or whatever the case may be. He was with Geraldine and he was with Bertha. You know, he had Bertha around the corner. Okay. And so he had two families. You'll hear about those stories and things like that. But this guy, he is in 2025 doing some of this stuff and been getting away with it. Okay. All this time it's became real close that the kids are about to know each other. Now, tell me your thoughts on this, T.
It's, man, I'm torn as to what he should do with the wife and the girlfriend. For sure, the children need to know each other. You know.
Okay. Okay.
They definitely need to know each other before
Especially
they
that
meet.
they're interacting now.
Especially if they're at the age where they can interact and meet each other and get together. I do believe they should know each other. I'm just wondering about the time. You know, my husband works in transportation, so I know they do make good money. So the money, I know he's taking care of those two families. He's able to. But the time, like, I don't know where he could find the time to have two complete different families on each side of town who don't know each other. So that's my thing. What's he doing with the time? The way that he's explaining it, it's almost as if it sounds like he thinks it's sort of cute. A little, you know that word cute? Like that's an old school saying. Like my parents used to say that. Okay, you think that's cute. It's like he's acting like, yeah, you know, I got this my side chick and she know. Wait, does she know about the wife?
No, he said that she didn't. He said neither one of them knows about each other.
Okay, so the fact that she's remained a side chick for 15 years
and not
should
knowing
alert her that he's not available. Like, should she be trying? She has an 18-year-old and a 15-year-old, and she's happy with just remaining his girl. She doesn't know she's a side chick. I'm gonna need you to marry me. You actually have a family with me. Like, why aren't you asking for that? I mean, he's gonna say no because he's already married, but somewhere in there, she should have said, "Hey, let's have a conversation. Let's I don't know. I think women are dropping the ball. Some of them, you know, with staying engaged or whatever for all these years, and then you find yourself in a little pickle. Because what happens if he passes away? You know, this is why we have drama at funerals. This is why she shows up.
To be honest, you have drama no matter what you have in place.
Well, that's true. But she shows up thinking, you know, I've been with him all these years, so we should be seen by this state as being married. This fool already married. That's gonna be a tough conversation. I would hate to be him. I don't know what he's gonna do with the women. I know the kids should know, but I don't know.
So you know,
the wife, can you imagine? Divorce. Yep. Can you imagine coming home, telling your wife that you have a 15-year-old and an 18-year-old and you've been carrying on with this other woman for 18 years?
That's crazy.
So you love both of them. That's fine. But isn't that like poly relationships? Like,
yeah, you should just let them know, you know, let them know what it is and then let them make their decision. Especially, you know, just let them make their decision on what that's going to be. But yeah, you should, you know, by him trying to play both sides, I think that's crazy. To you know, at some point you want to know, and then you're purposely working through holidays and stuff. Like you purposely doing that. Like you, so you ain't got to go to either one of them. Like you're purposely creating that, and then you got your routes going to whatever area, whatever that you're gonna be at, and then you said you gone and you're not gone, but you actually over at the other family's house. That, like you said, that was a lot for him to try to keep up.
Yeah.
But it could have turned into, you know, him. She just slipped up and got pregnant the first time, and then he was like, he didn't intend for her to get pregnant, the side chick, but then he just continued to kind of have that back and forth and just kind of kept her there, and then he popped another one in there. Said, "Well, I want another kid," so he popped another one in. But I think that's crazy to keep that up for that long.
Right.
That's a long time, and it obviously been weighing on him. He calling into a show.
Yeah, to talk about it, and he, you know, he obviously loves both women because at any point he could have left the side person or divorced the wife. Maybe.
I don't think he could have left at any point.
You don't think he could have left the side person? Why? Because of the kids?
Yeah, I think the whole concept was that she was gonna be tied to him some type of way. And then you think about it, okay, he decides he's gonna leave her, right? If his concept is trying to keep that away from her, then all of a sudden she gonna probably file for child support. Now he got paperwork coming in to the house showing that he got some kids he paying child support. So you know what I mean? However, his thought process of what he's thinking, I'm just thinking just off the top of my head of why he wouldn't want to break that off. Like she can do something now that's going to cause a paper trail for him in some type of way.
No, it's good. You're giving us good insight on how a man would think in this situation.
Yeah,
Because I'm like oblivious to how you can get away with doing this.
Well, I think him just having the type of job he was having is what allowed him to get away with it. But why he stayed in the relationship, even if he wanted to break it off, I think once he had a kid, that became a problem if he didn't want his wife to know. So if he's trying to satisfy her still while trying to keep it from her. Because once he says, okay, I'm done with you, and then what? He gonna continue to break her off bread, or you know, whatever that relationship now is gonna be, she's now probably gonna want to try to file child support or something if she gets mad or something at him. Or if he ain't breaking enough money off to her. If he ain't breaking off enough, then I'm saying, then all that paperwork coming to his house.
I wonder what he told her to get her to feel as if she shouldn't be married to him in that situation.
A lot of relationships.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of relationships, whereas he's coming back to her, he's paying those bills, he's doing all those things, to where you're in a relationship, you're still in a committed relationship. You're showing that you love her, you care for her, you're taking care of the kids. That's a portion of what she's wanting, that, or maybe you have some people that just don't believe in it in general. So she could have been one of those ones that just don't believe in the governmental system. You have those people that have their certain beliefs and stuff like that as well. But regardless of the fact, she felt comfortable enough that, and he even stated that she would have felt that she didn't view herself as a side chick because she was getting the same thing the wife was getting. So the only thing that the wife had was that she was married to him, but he's treating them both the same or whatever. I don't know.
Right, that's just crazy. Said what I was thinking, Patrick.
And then Shabazz said, I hope he lives through it.
Right.
We covered the story, didn't it? What was it? The black guy that he married them two white ladies. I think, did they kill that dude? We covered that story, didn't we?
We didn't talk about it. I don't think you brought it to the
I don't think I did.
the show.
I think they had killed that guy. He had the two ladies or something like that. Or he went to, something happened to him. Something good didn't happen to him, but he had married two women. I think he was trying to get them for their money or something.
Yeah.
But those type of situations is weird. But that if you're having a guy,
I'm speechless. I'm speechless on both. I don't know how you. I don't know. I'm speechless. I'll keep my opinion to myself.
Why?
I can't keep my opinion to myself, can I? Because it's a show. But just and that's what I'm here for. I don't know. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion,
Mhm.
but I want men to, and not in this situation, of course, because he's already married. But if you have a woman who is standing by you for 18 years, like this woman has, and who knows, it could be longer. They just happen to have an 18-year-old.
Uh-huh.
Respect that woman enough to at least marry her. Because marriage is not only, it's a contract. It can be a beautiful contract, you know, because if something happens to you, then she is taken care of. She should be if you've planned well. Financially, you know, it's just a way of just making sure she's okay throughout her life in terms of and it's, you know, to me, I think that it's something that's special that you should be as a woman. I think that who wants to be alone? I think it's fun. And this is so unpopular. This opinion is so unpopular. I don't know. We don't have a single woman on the panel. And I'm speaking as a woman who I've dated my husband since high school. So let's just start there. But I do know that just having that companionship that's constant, having consistency is so wonderful to you and to your nervous system. And, you know, it's real nice to know you just have somebody who got your back. And I think in a situation like this, if he decides to go back to his wife, how will she feel? She'll feel like she wasted 18 years of her life and gave this children, and that this man has basically tricked her and fooled her. And then we have to go, like, what made him decide to marry the one over the other? It's all these questions that women will have. Well, what makes her so different from me? Why am I the side chick? And then the wife is like, well, what is she giving you that I couldn't give you? Those are all questions that they are about to bring up. Yeah. So I just hope he's okay. I do agree. I hope he's okay after this conversation.
Yeah, but this goes back to whatever situation that you want, express that at the beginning.
What?
I'll say this goes back to part of the original conversation. Whatever it is that you were wanting, express that at the beginning. So if he was wanting 2 women or 3 women or to have kids with other women, he should have expressed that at the beginning of talking to both ladies. Like, hey, this is what it is. You know, then you ain't got this later on.
What if he found her though? Like he's on the road. What if he was out getting something to eat, saw her, they started talking? What if it was just really, you know, he had no intent on making it what it was? What if they were friends and they communicated a lot? Communication, that'll get you, you know, talking to somebody, getting to know them, getting to know how they move. Sometimes you may not even, that person is not your type. You like, he friend zone. And the way a person just deals with you, just, you know, what if that happened? What if he just fell in love with this woman? She got pregnant. They decided to have the baby. He didn't ask her to get rid of the baby. And so what if that happened? What if it's not like he entered the marriage saying, I like to have 2 women?
Then that's where you messed up. Because at that point, you're putting yourself in a situation where you can be entertained by. So if you put yourself in a situation where then that wasn't something that, then if it becomes that, then now you're having another conversation. So if something changes, what people always say that we're afraid to do, which is communicate. So if something changed and it's something that you don't like to do anymore, or like, for instance, if a person is a druggie and they like doing drugs and they like drinking and stuff, and all of a sudden they want to change their life and they want to walk with Christ and they want to do something different. That person changing is now a conversation. The person that was your partner, that's your partner, probably still doing drugs, probably still drinking and do all that stuff. But now you got to have a conversation. Right. Like, hey, man, I'm changing my life. This is not what I want to do anymore. Are you okay with trying to go down this road with me? Now, if the person, no, I'm going to continue to do this. Now you got to make a decision on what you want to do. But it's a conversation. So if that situation changed and you feeling this chick or whatever the case may be, like, hey, baby, this is what it is. Like, hey, see, I'm feeling her. You're okay with this happening? You know, we become this. Are you cool with it? Now you can have that. She cool with it. She ain't cool with it. Now you can make that decision. But if you're afraid to have that conversation, boom, you're putting yourself in that situation.
So are we telling men to go home, or women to go home to their spouses and say, I met this guy and I'm kind of feeling him, and I just want you to know that I've changed, and now in my marriage, I want us to have an open marriage because I've changed, and now I want two men, or I would like to see this person outside of the marriage. So that's the type of conversation.
No, I'm saying that's what happened.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do it, then you shouldn't be afraid to have the conversation.
That's true.
So you did it. So having the conversation should be the easier part than doing it. So, but we're flipping it and saying it's easier to do it than have the conversation.
The conversation is hard.
If you want to do it, go ahead and have the conversation, and whatever it lies, it lies.
Yeah.
Like, of course, in the conversation, that is feelings and emotions and all that type of stuff that's tied into it, of having a real conversation and saying, hey, maybe this is what it is. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm feeling. It changed for her. If it's like, hey, this is where I'm at. Then he decides, yo, then, we good. We going down two different paths. If a young woman decides she wants to be a devil worshiper next week, then now you got to make a decision.
Okay, that's
no, I'm saying we're saying that is extreme, but I'm saying that these are extreme. This is an extreme situation too. Like you said, oh, she met somebody and he feeling her and stuff. Well, if he feeling it, then what we doing?
Yeah.
You got to be willing to have that conversation, and then whatever happens from that, two people are agreeing that, okay, I'm cool with that, or saying, no, I'm not cool with that. How do we move forward?
Mm-hmm. I think communicating is hard for a lot of people because for one, some people may not like to take accountability for their actions. So they mask that as, hey, I don't argue. So, as the person who is the person who wants to tell you something, it's like, well, what do I say? Because when I'm trying to express myself, it's seen as an argument. So how do I even communicate with this person? So, I think communication is a skill that on both sides, you have to be able to hear, and you have to be able to say the words that can get through to the person, because you can't always talk at the person. It's like a real thin line with communicating. You have to really know your partner and how your partner receives things. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think, having a person who works in like that on the road, who's gone all the time, there has to be a trust level on both ends. Like, he has to trust me. I have to trust him that when he's away, there's no family he's taking care of. He has to trust that I'm here. I'm not outside all the time. And if I am, I'm acting like I have some sense. So I think, if you are not disciplined in a lot of different areas, that's how this happens.
Right.
And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that, because are we really on earth to be in love with just one person? I don't know. That's the question I've been just thinking about lately. Just how we love, even platonically, how we all love each other. And if you can love somebody platonically, can't you love two people? Okay, this is gonna sound strange, but I think that we were made to love. So when you're in like a system like marriage or something, that could be hard for some people. So I do agree with you that you do have to sometimes come to your partner and say, hey, I love you, but I don't know. I'm like Diddy. I'm just filled with love. I could
I'm
love
like
a lot of, I
That's a
think
whole
that
lot.
a lot of us we're disciplined and we're trying. I think we're all human. Everybody's just trying. You're just trying not to hurt people and hurt each other. But I think there are more people, they won't talk about it. There are more people who probably would be in a poly relationship if it was seen by other people as something that was positive. I think it has a negative, um, I think people view it kind of negatively. I don't view it negatively. I get it, but it's just not what we're told to do. We do what we're told to do. You're told to be with, you find your person, you marry that person, you
Mhm.
build a family, you love your neighbor. I think we follow those things, and I think a lot of people don't agree with the institutions that they're following, and that's why you have this situation. Ramble. It was a lot in there, but yeah. Hopefully, I got a message across.
I think you did. I think
Yeah.
a lot of it has to do with just communication and understanding. If you can understand something at some point of people having a genuine dialogue, people having a genuine conversation about what it is that they desire in or want, it can be unpopular. It can be viewed from one way or another. But whatever principles that you have that you've established, do you truly believe in them? And then when we go from, especially if we're talking about it from most people that follow a lot of pages, if you're going from a biblical standpoint, that's it still aligns itself as well. But it's all based off of interpretation. So and that's to be discussed or to be broken down to how a person will feel about it. Like you said, like some things are popular, some things are popular. And just because it's unpopular doesn't mean that it's not something that is right or isn't right. So it is based off of what have you gotten from the interpretation from what you know as the principles that you can now walk in, and if that's something you want and yet you desire, again, it should be a conversation. It should be an understanding uh, at that point of two people coming to each other that love each other and can have a deep understanding and conversation. If you can't have that, you it's kind of tough, man. Like you gotta be able to have a true and honest conversation. And Ms. Jefferson, that's why you don't get married if you want to play. Don't play with people's emotions.
Yeah.
That's true.
Same goes with relationships. I don't think that people want to be in relationships to play, but especially marriage.
What do you mean by that?
Just, nobody wants their emotions. Nobody wants their nervous system irregulated and their pH unbalanced and being in, situations where I think everybody wants to have a partner and be in a relationship where you can trust your partner. But especially, I do agree, marriage is very serious. It's not something to play with and take lightly. It's real. It's a real serious matter. And playing with emotions, that's big. Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do.
You said what?
And I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know. I need to hear part 2 of this. We need him to call back in and let us know what happened. What had happened. What had happened was.
So if a person is saying that they're playing, you're playing with the person's emotions, their intent, their position of if they were trying to, because it sounds like, I guess from the comment, that the person is going in and maybe leading with the intent of marriage, but then playing games about it?
No, I
Or
think she
is
said
it
he or she is getting married, but knowing they still want to play on the side. Like if that's why you don't get married if you still want to play. Like you still want to be outside. You know how they say,
okay.
or you still want to be for the streets
Right.
or have a roster, but
Mhm.
you get married. It's
Mhm.
like you have to don't play, take it serious. And until you can take it serious, don't enter into a marriage.
Now, is that the pressure? It goes back to that first video of the young lady talking about the Christians being in the church and the pressure of almost checking off a box, which is marriage. Like you
Yeah.
follow these steps instead of marrying for a purpose, is marrying to check off a box and saying, "Yo, I did it." Instead of finding a partner that you can have that is going to be long term and sustainable.
Yeah.
And so is that portion of it ties into this, which is a real thing of the building part first, instead of just going into a relationship saying that I'm in a relationship and I didn't got married. But did you get married for the right purpose and the right reason?
Yeah, I don't think that anybody would enter okay, I won't say anybody, there may be some, but I don't think a person would enter a marriage, and I'll say a man would not marry a woman that he was not serious about marrying. Now, when you get into that union and find out there are other things besides sex with this one woman who does all the tricks and made you so happy and was real freaky deaky before y'all got married. Now you have to problem solve. You got to talk about these bills. You have to have the hard conversations. There are
Yep.
some very hard conversations that you have to be willing to have in this union that we call a marriage. The woman changes, her body may change. The man, he may change, his body may change. You have to be willing to go through stages with each other. And I think that when people get to the problem solving stage, that's when we hate marriage. We hate marriage because you didn't learn how to communicate. I think dating is practice for marriage. I think when you're dating and you're out there looking for people, I think that should be preparing you to be a wife or a husband. If a man is just out there smashing issues, how is that preparing you to marry? Did you want to marry me? Did you want to marry my daughter? And so the second I say, hey, I have a headache, I can't smash, you go smash somebody else that you already had on your roster that's waiting for me to mess up. So I think that, that's the part. I think that's the part. When it gets hard, I don't think people have the stick to it-iveness because you didn't stick to a relationship when that got hard. So in my opinion, I don't think that a man would enter into a marriage wanting to cheat and wanting to do what he did in the past or still be a dog. I really believe that when men decide that they want to marry you, they really want to get rid of their old ways. I think that they are like, I want to be new, I want to be different. And then things happen that make them go back to their old ways. I don't mean women showing up. Some men are more disciplined than that. I think it gets hard and they don't know how to handle that. I think most men just were not given the tools to handle hard situations. They never had to. When it gets hard, they just drop that one person and go to another person, and vice versa. Women probably do it too. I'm not saying women don't go into marriages because this person can take care of me and my kids. That's an issue that comes up a lot, that women just want to be taken care of, and that's why they want to get married. So, I don't think it's fair that the first time he loses a job, she starts talking about, you ain't nothing, you ain't never been nothing, and I need to get out the marriage. I think that people should learn how to work through it because there are hard times. You will have hard times in your marriage, but I think that the good times and the great experiences that you can experience with your spouse outweighs the bad or the hard times, because you learn how to get through it. I think you become a better person because you learn skills that you probably wouldn't learn being out there in the streets. That's my TED talk. Did I put you to sleep, Patrick?
No, I'm here. Did I freeze up?
Your screen froze.
Oh, my free bro.
Your screen is. I was like, Anthony does that sometimes. Playing with me. He'll go. What did you say?
Deborah said she may just snap. That's why there's a show called Snap, because it happens for real.
Yeah.
It do happen, man. It happens from time to time, and people have to be aware that this is not something that some people, you can't just take it for granted. Like it's a real. There's real emotions. There's real tie-in with it. So just having the conversation of whatever stages things could change or be the same, or whatever your intent is. And I think partly, people nowadays are trying to figure out what the intent is, because there's so much information and noise that are coming in from different places that it's kind of hard for that individual to make a decision on what they want to go for in their intent. And they're kind of just, like most people are, just trying to figure it out as you go. And as you create to figure it out as you go, man, you know, it's nothing that's really there to really tie you in. So you just kind of all over the place in your decision making on your intent is what I mean.
And I mean, people are getting everything outside of marriage. So now it's like, why should I get married? You know, this person is acting like a wife. And then some women, the guys are, you know, buying things, spending money, pimping, you know, showing you how much money they can, tricking and taking you out to all these places and doing these wonderful things. And it's like, you know, well, shoot, if I could get it from him, I could probably get it from a lot of men, and I can get the bag.
Yeah.
So why be with one person when all these men are going crazy over me?
Okay.
You know, but it's nothing like one man going crazy over me, in my opinion. You know.
And I think people figure that out as, you know, time goes on.
Yeah.
You know, you start to become of age and you start to toot a different song at that point. Renee said, no, single women are not supported in the church.
Oh.
Single women are not supported in the church. That went back to the other segment we were talking about. Now, if you feel, I guess this is a question for you as well, Renee, what things do you think should happen for single people to feel supported, I guess, in the church? Because that's a huge, I guess, hole that's not being fulfilled, as the young lady was stating in the video. Like, there's nobody that's talking to us when things aren't going the way we planned on it, or what we've been taught since we were in Sunday school coming up. Like, you do this, then all of a sudden you will end up with a husband, which your ideal is like my early 20s, my mid 20s, somewhere in there. I should have a husband. That should be, it's like you talking to me about going on to high school. Check. Going on, make sure you graduate from high school. Check. You make sure you go into a career. You getting all that stuff. You be well-rounded. You carry yourself like a lady. Check. Then boom, this guy should be coming around the corner to meet me and court me and treat me right. And then I say I do, and that doesn't happen. Then now you're saying you're going into your 30s, and then your mid 30s, and then you're about to be hitting your 40s, and you're saying, well, why am I not married yet? And those questions come about. What has been the process of guiding those ladies once they're in that going into the mid 20s? Where is the guidance for the single people in in that age range. It's like there's no message, there's no example to them during that period. I would say that they're what they've been expressing. I'm thinking that's what Renee is expressing. So I guess that'll be a question on the table. What things could happen for people, single people, to feel supported?
Well, don't they still have the marriage, the single people ministry at church? The singles ministry.
I don't
So
know.
is it
I think some of them may have them.
Yeah, isn't that the place where you're supported as a single member of the church, where you can meet other singles?
I don't know. Is that a real thing? Is that something that's really happening? I think it was more for the younger people. It goes to like that the younger 18, the college students kind of, but then they kind of veer off once they go into the, going to almost the 30s. I don't think it's nothing for them. They go into the women's ministry and the men's ministry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't, the single ministry ain't for them no more. You may be single, but you can't be in that ministry.
That's true.
It was like you ain't found nobody. So listen, you just come on over here with the man. You ain't found nobody. Just come on over here with the women. It's all right. You ain't found nobody. Just come on over here. You can come on over here. God bless you one of these days. But you're gonna come on. You're gonna get up out of them young people single ministry. That's for the young people. That's for the 18 to 25. You get.
You know what's interesting? You said I don't think that I've had any older single women ask me about marriage. It's mostly younger women who have asked me, so how, just different questions about being married. And I think it's because they are more, they're just more excited regarding their future and how marriage will play a part in their future. So I think that the older you get, you're kind of jaded. You become, because of dating or bad experiences. So you may think, or if I say something, you take it as it's an insult or insult to singleness and it's not really like that. It's just my truth as a married person, which doesn't have to be everybody's. Yeah, I think that most older women may take it as a jab.
Okay.
When a married woman is giving advice. I don't know, and somebody can prove me wrong, but it seems like the younger women kind of will listen more. And what I found is that people really try to tear down marriage. Like they try to find things that's wrong. Yeah, but she's always outside. When her husband not with her, why she always by her? Instead of just coming up, hey, how you doing? Oh, is he working? You here by yourself? Come sit at our table. Come do. I think it's more so who is that, what they're doing, what's going on in their relationship. It's no longer, I don't know what happened to us. I blame COVID for everything. So it's like after 2020, just relationships changed. It's just people are a little mean. It's like instead of everybody just relaxing, it's almost like you said, it's that intent. It's like, who is this and what do they want to do?
Yeah,
What she's married, but why she, where her husband at? And then if he's around, it's like, that's her husband. Oh, okay.
You can't win for losing. You can't win for losing.
He looked at me. Girl, did you see him? Well, he got to look that way because the stage is that way. He was so it's just always like some constant game that's being played when really marriage is so simple. It's like you chose.
Even if people try to create that into a narrative, it's like, okay, he looked at you, but he going home with me. Okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, what does the look at you mean? Like, what is that doing for you? Take that look home with you, though. The
gym is the worst. The gym is the worst for married couples. Oh, Lord have mercy.
So if a person, because misery loves company, man. You have people that just, but you don't see the caveat to what you're saying. You don't see other married people saying that to other married people. Like those aren't conversations of a married person saying that to someone that's married. It's typically a single person that's jealous, that's feeling some type of way, that's looking for the loophole, that's looking for the eye. They're misinterpreting the look, or they could be misinterpreting the interaction more than what they, because you know they on hot. They out here on hot. They need their back knocked out. And so when they ain't been knocked out in so long, everything you kind of on high alert. You know, everything looking at you, you feel like is trying to attach itself. And everything is on 10 at that point because you backed up. I can tell when people, I can tell.
You can tell when people.
I can tell artists all the time. I like, you know what? You see that? Yeah, she got attitude. She ain't been knocked down. That's why. Just pent up. Just a whole lot of pent up and angry. Just angry.
So that's my sign. I was gonna ask you, what are some of the signs of a person being pent up needing to get knocked down?
Just real angry. You know how folks just be angry like that. People be angry for no reason. Like you ain't got no reason. You mad at the dog for wanting some water. Like you just mad at just anything. You mad you mad at everything. You mad that the coffee too hot. You mad at
You sending your food back at the restaurant?
Come on, man. You just looking for reason to be hot and mad. You just the back ain't been blown out and you just angry. And I'm telling you, once you get that wee off, then you know you'll be able to woosah and get back into your element. And that's why, you know, being picked up like that is bad for your health. It's bad. Go ahead and get you a rose or something. I don't, you know, fellas know what to do. If you know, you don't want to walk around mad either, fella. But it be like that. We're gonna get up out here in a minute. But Jeremy said there's a website, Christian Mingle. There's always more women in churches than men. Mm-hmm. That is true. That is true. That is true. Always more.
Beverly just cracking up. I don't know what comments made her crack up like that. That's a lot of emojis. We're sorry, Beverly.
Barry said, if it's not a mega ministry, it's usually 98% women and 3% male at the church. And 80% of those women secretly date 3% of the men. Hey, we gotta have you on, Mary. We gotta have you on.
Mary is on fire.
She said, there's chaos in the church. Single ministry is not balanced.
Then there's chaos in the church.
It's chaos in the church.
Lord have mercy.
There's chaos in the church. Not the
Mary,
church.
what's your schedule on Sundays? Sundays and every other Thursday.
not the church. Not the church. Not 98%.
Wait, no, 80% of the women.
80% of the women is dating 3% of the man. Wow. That's quite a statistic. It's quite a statistic.
Now, Mary, is that black statistics?
But that goes back to my statement. When you pent up, see what happens. This is what happens.
So 80% of those women in church are pent up?
Yeah.
Those 3% of men working hard. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah, like it's a real thing. Like once you didn't have stuff, like especially those that ain't a virgin, we just being real and honest. Like that's just the reality. Once you done had some, you've been active, man. It's kind of hard to put that thing back in the box and think that it ain't gonna be wanting to get back out. That cat is trying to roar itself. The brother is pent up, she pent up. They both won, and everything is trying to. And then especially you start liking each other, you go and you getting slain in the spirit, and then once you come out of it, you know you gonna listen. People don't like being real, man. Come on now.
Yeah,
People don't
yeah.
like being real.
That's right.
People don't
That's
like being real. There's an attraction. You don't not be attracted anymore. Like that's not a real thing. Like you're gonna be attracted. So your attraction is gonna be there, which is going to then now you gotta create ways, go take a hot shower, go,
Mhm.
you gotta do all types of stuff.
Mhm.
You gotta, yeah. Yeah, you gotta she said right, Mary.
Mary is the VIP of the comments tonight.
She is. Beverly said church house.
Oh, Beverly's coming in. Beverly came in for the win. I thought Mary was the VIP, but this comment might take Mary's spot.
Oh man. LaJoy said, wow.
Church households.
Uh-huh. Now Mary says, she said, keep it real. I'm a former PK.
Yeah,
That's
she knows
right.
she pre-kid.
She knowing. Now she brought up another statistic. Now she brought
I can't. 2%.
That's it. Said. Correction, 95% women, 3% men, 2 on the DL.
Mary got it back.
She
Mary.
said, on the DL. They is getting it in. They getting it in, man. And it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Now the DL part, she is right. I'm glad you did the correction because his brothers that's in there that we've seen. I think I've covered one of the topics, which was on Larry Reed Live, and the DL situation that's happening with that, the conversation that's happening around Bishop Jakes potentially, and he has some accusers that came out. So these things are, and of course we're talking about just more bigger people, but of course on a much smaller scale, that those are real situations that's happening with men that are engaging in this type of activity with other men in the church, and they're almost I think even one of my favorite singers, Donnie McClurkin, even stated that he was taken advantage of at a young age and being in the choir, and how they were passing people around. The ministers was passing these young men around and stuff like that. So it's a real conversation that's kind of been tucked and not being really talked about in the public eye. As bad as we talked about the Catholic Church and their doings and how they have been doing young men, a lot of similarities have happened in the Black church as well. So by no means is that statistic not correct. Like there is a percentage that is there that is that are violators and those that are being violated and that are being groomed at a young age. The issues that happened with Bishop Eddie Long during those issues. So, these are stories that we're saying that most people in name that people already know about, but there's a lot of no-name pastors and no-name victims that have been subject to these type of things too. So it's a real thing that's going on when it comes to sexuality and just being honest, just being honest about everything. Mary said, keep it real. Ms. Jervis said, the church needs prayer too.
The church needs an enema. This church needs an enema.
Man. Because when you talking about getting down, when you talking about being picked up, they ain't talking about that. They ain't talking about they're not bringing up the real conversations of, what are you doing when you pent up?
Right.
Like who talking about that?
Nobody. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
we broke that down tonight. I don't even know what the real topic was.
Yeah, I don't either.
We didn't talk about some stuff tonight for sure.
Didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything. The comments were on fire. I appreciate this. Donnie is a good friend of mine. His book is Eternal Victim, Eternal Victor. A real thing, small or large church. People are people. It's true. Small or large church, people are people.
Yep. Yeah. Man, this was some good conversation.
You know, hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people. Hurt.
You know,
people.
it's a lot of hurt people in the church, you know, and unfortunately, the victims are hurt people who come to church to find healing. And it's unfortunate that they come to church to get hurt and abused again.
Mm-hmm.
So that's unfortunate. But there are a lot of things that
you'll hear those stories too. It's like they thought they had a safe haven, and because they have this I call it, you know, like a spirit of lust that's on them and in them, that's taken advantage of. Like people are taking advantage of that at that point and be like, yo, hey, ooh, and now they're slipping in and doing the same thing that their perpetrator did to them. And it's a terrible thing, even seeing what different clients and stuff are going through and interacting with people. It's a terrible thing that the reality that there's monsters and people that will take advantage of folks in situations. It's real. It's real. It's real. So, but we appreciate y'all for tuning in one more time. But just having these great conversations, man, all the back and forth. We love the dialogue. We love the dialogue. Y'all continue to get it with us in the comments. We appreciate y'all, man. Go ahead and tell me how to get OTT.
Man, it's been fun. It's been real, that's for sure. So you can contact me at t.franklin@yahoo.com. And I just joined TikTok. Now, if you're a person, I just joined TikTok. Now, let me give you a warning. If you're a person who likes to take your phone and show other people, oh, look at this. Oh, look what she posted. Join my page. Join my TikTok. Because you're going to really get to see a lot of interesting, exciting things that I am doing, new ventures that I am taking. I want to do some videos. So I'm just kind of getting started. So I'm at, I had to look at, follow me at, T.Franklin. That's easy. On TikTok. T.Franklin on TikTok. You'll get to see me living my life and just doing having some new experiences that I want to share on video on that platform. And that's it. Thank you. Thank you so much. This has been amazing as always. And I look forward to our next talk.
For sure. Again, man, continue to come on, tune in. Great shows. Always going to be having something hot going on. I'll be posting a little bit more. Been prepped, ready to go. Starting in August, we're going to have some great fun with some things that'll be coming up, of course. But I did want to tell y'all that 2025 is going to be lit for the rest of the year. Y'all gonna get sick of me. I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna get sick of me seeing all the posts I'm be doing. So if you don't like following me, get off my page, block me, delete me, unfriend me, because I don't do enough more than I should be doing.
Right.
But you guys are going, I used to a whole lot back in the day. And then I slowed down a whole lot because I have this love-hate relationship with social media. And so now with the things that we have coming up, the things that we're doing, y'all gonna be seeing a lot more that's going to be going down and things that are going to be happening from social media to community stuff, to family stuff, to business stuff. It's going to be a whole lot that's going to be going on that you guys will be able to see and be a part of, and you guys go along with this journey with me and things that you can participate in. And everything that I love to do is always fun, wholesome, and enjoyable. And so that's how I like to live my life. That's like how I like to have fun. I like to be with family. I love to love God, love our children, and love each other, man. Love your spouse. Just love your family, man. Love the people that surround you and bring laughter and love back into your life on a real way, in a real way, and being very open and transparent about where we are in the world and how can we better each other and love on each other and grow. There's a lot of hurt people that are out here hurting people, and we want to make sure that we can bring a family-orientated, real-type conversations to each and every one of us as we grow in this thing. The thing that we talking about right now, we could probably have a difference of opinion 10, 15 years from now. We can look back and be like, you know what? What I was talking about right there would look crazy. But or we can look back and be like, you know what, we should have went a little harder because this is really what it is. And so, it's interesting how as we grow and as we get older, we can kind of change our perspectives and positions on things. But continue to stay locked in with us, man. It's Patrick the Game Changer Jackson. Make sure you hit me up on PJ Game Changer on Instagram. Follow all the platforms, the Game Changer Show, and always follow all the great community stuff that we're doing. Make sure you follow Power Moves 365. A lot of great things that are going to be coming up with that, and think in ways that you can participate as well to get involved. Appreciate y'all. Love you. We out.